and impressive wildlife that amazes you with every encounter. Endless wide landscapes, so beautiful, they leave you speechless. And natural wonders that make you dream. That is autumn in Western Canada. Hello together!
Hello!
For us, this is more than just a video. Canada means something deeply personal. It feels like home to our hearts. Even as a little boy, I dreamed of this country. In its endless wilderness, with all its diverse landscapes and wildlife, we found something that simply can't be put into words. Anyone who has ever experienced the beauty of Canada carries it in their heart forever. We spent over a month in nature to capture the best moments possible.
Join us on an unforgettable adventure through autumn in Western Canada. We put all our love into this project. It would mean a lot to us if you watch it until the end. Maybe we can inspire you with this incredible country just as much as it inspires us.
Our journey starts, as it does for many adventurers, in Vancouver. But we only stay one night, because early in the next morning we take the ferry to Vancouver Island. A beautiful sunrise truly marks the beginning of our biggest adventure yet. Once on the island, it's worth enjoying the beaches of the East Coast. The sound of the waves is always very relaxing, giving us time to reflect on the adventure ahead. But the real destination lies before us. We head to a river located in the middle of the island. At first, it looks rather inconspicuous, flowing into the sea far downstream. The surprise lies beneath the surface, because at this time of the year it's heavily used. Thousands of salmon swim upstream to their spawning grounds. But this doesn't only attract us. Black bears hope for a good catch to build up their fat reserves for the winter. The salmon swim thousands of kilometers to return to their spawning grounds. Many of them will not survive this journey. However, fishing has to be learned, and not every attempt is successful. The murky water makes it even harder to see. Unfortunately, no catch again. First, shake off the frustration. But in the end, it finally works. A little further upstream, a mother bear and her cub are on the move. The mother confidently walks over the rocks, while the cup moves more carefully. Moments like these are priceless. This bear looks like he has been much more successful at fishing, judging by his figure. The west coast of Vancouver Island is always worth a visit. Whether in bad weather, sunshine, at sunset, or at night to see the Milky Way. The next day we head out by boat toward an inlet. While the weather keeps changing constantly, when the color of the water suddenly changes, it becomes clear that we are getting closer to our destination. The different color comes from the glacial water flowing in. Our destination lies on the land of the Helmcken First Nations. Here, too, a river flows where the salmon want to reach their spawning grounds. This again attracts bears, but they are much bigger. Observing grizzlies is a true privilege. Watching these impressive animals catch salmon without being disturbed by our presence is indescribable. The bears come within just a few meters of us, while the guides of the Helmcken First Nations are always by our side. When salmons are abundant, they only eat the best parts, such as the skin, the head, and of course the eggs. During this time, they consume up to 100,000 calories per day, which corresponds to between 20 and 40 salmon depending on their size. That's like us eating 183 Big Macs every day. That's really crazy. When the salmon run is over, grizzlies usually retreat to their winter dens between October and December, depending on food and temperatures. In the northern regions, the winter dormancy can last up to 7 months, until they become active again in spring between March and May. They do not eat during this time. Grizzlies enter what is called winter dormancy, not through hibernation. Their body temperature only drops slightly, but the heart rate and breathing slow down significantly. After these impressions, we head back across the sea. It's always worth keeping an eye on the water. Dolphins, sea lions, and orcas often can be spotted. We end the evening by the ocean. We take the ferry back to the mainland, where the next stage of our adventure awaits. Along the sea-to-sky highway, with several stops, we continue towards Whistler. Here we mainly spend our time hiking. The beautiful nature, endless forests, wild rivers and dreamy lakes practically invite you to explore. As you can see, we're wearing short clothes in mid-September. But it could just as easily already be snowing. The weather in Canada changes constantly, and it's often different from what is forecast. The bell you keep hearing is intentional. It's important to make noise, because black bears and grizzlies live in these forests. We also always carry bear spray, but here we only see squirrels. The hike to Chicamus Lake is very popular. It follows the Chicamus River to the lake through mystical forests. The hike is easy and the 8-kilometer trip can be completed in about 2.5 to 3 hours. But if you're looking for peace and quiet, you should come early in the morning. The atmosphere is also much nicer then. The days fly by and our journey continues. Our next destination is Wales Grey Provincial Park. On the way there, the landscape changes constantly. After a long drive through the coast mountains, the scenery opens up and looks almost like a desert. We even find a ghost town. Arriving at the park, it immediately shows its most beautiful sight. A beaver swims around and enjoys his breakfast. For our own breakfast, we're excited about the pancake machine. We'd love to have one at home. The roads are sometimes a bit rocky, but the hike starts at the end of them. Here you can peacefully observe spruce grouse, which show no fear. We even had to step aside for them as they walked by. A male grouse also appears. This small bird is beautiful to watch, proudly moving through the branches. Wells Grey Provincial Park is especially known for its impressive waterfalls, such as Spearhead Creek Falls, Helmcken Falls, Dawson Falls, and Bailey's Chute. As beautiful as it is here, our journey now continues east. While driving towards Jasper, the weather constantly changes. We briefly stop at Overlander Falls, and then go for a short hike in Mount Robson Provincial Park. Arriving in Jasper National Park, we get up early and drive to Moraine Lake. The morning atmosphere is always special. And we're alone at this popular lake. We use this opportunity to hike directly from the lakeshore into the Opal Hills. It's a steep climb through the forest, but absolutely worth it. The view from above is unique. With some luck, you might even encounter moose. After the devastating wildfires of 2024, we are glad to see so much life returning to the forest. Most animals survive and adapt well to the burned areas. Sometimes animals even block the road. Getting up early always pays off. The roads are empty and popular spots like at Tabasco Falls can be enjoyed in peace. hikes in the first rays of sunlight are also special. We did this one near Moraine Lake Road. Where the autumn colors become more and more visible. In the evenings, the road gets quieter and animals are easier to observe. In autumn, it's especially interesting to watch elk during the rut. The elk are not shy, but that doesn't mean you can touch them. Give them space and respect them so everyone has a great day. We're lucky to sit in the forest and observe an entire herd for hours. Weighing up to 450 kilograms, these deer are incredibly impressive. Here, they are called elk, not to be confused with the moose. The bulls try to impress the cows. Which doesn't always work immediately. Sometimes it takes a bit more persuasion. But at the end, he was successful. Ending the evenings cozily by the fire gives us time to reflect on the day. This day was particularly sad because our beloved horse Indy passed away at home. Many First Nations believe that the souls of the deceased appear in the northern lights, and that night they shine especially bright. Early the next morning, the Moraine Lake and the surrounding lakes draw us out again for another hike. Hoping to finally spot a bull moose. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. and the weather slowly starts to change. Early the following morning, everything is white. Far away from the main roads, we notice movement in the bushes. Does it take words to describe this moment? Just enjoy this beautiful animal. After this unforgettable encounter, we drive back down into the valley, where the snow has already melted and we can once again observe the elk. They are usually called elk, but they also can be called wapiti. Did you know that the name wapiti comes from the Shawnee and means white rump? After many unforgettable days, our journey continues north towards Rock Lake Provincial Park. If you're looking for absolute peace and pure nature, this is the perfect place. We spent 3 days here and didn't meet a single other person. It's the perfect spot to escape everyday life and truly disconnect. Especially there is no cell phone network. Make sure to pack enough food because there are no places to buy anything here. The nearest larger stores are located in Hinton, about an hour and a half drive by car. It's also recommended to have a 4-wheel drive car, as there are no paved roads. Because there are hardly any light sources in the park, it's perfect for observing the Milky Way or the Northern Lights. Unfortunately, we're unlucky, as it's always cloudy. In summer, this park is very popular for camping and boating, and it's perfect for trail rides, as it borders directly on Wilmore Wilderness Park. Full of energy, we continue our journey south again, once more through Jasper National Park. With many stops, including Sunatwa Falls. There is so much to discover along the famous Icefield Parkway. Breathtaking landscapes and lots of wild animals. At 230 kilometers long, this road is considered one of the most beautiful in the world. It's best to plan a whole day to drive it. A stop at the Columbia Icefields is always worthwhile. We skip the guided glacier tour and instead take advantage of one of the many hiking opportunities. This allows us to explore the incredible landscape even better. On the other side awaits Banff National Park, where we will spend several days. Whether Banff or Jasper National Park, both make you dream with their stunning wild nature. Always treat nature with respect. Stay on the trails and don't pick up any plants, so this unique flora and fauna can be preserved. Sometimes you even have to search for the hiking trail, as they lead across fields or through riverbeds. Small piles of stones serve as an orientation markers. The drive from the Columbia Icefields to Banff is simply a pleasure. We make a lot of stops, including at Peto Lake. However, it's very crowded there, so we continue on quickly. We take the bus to Moraine Lake. This beautiful lake is a destination for many travelers. To enjoy some peace and quiet, it's worth hiking through the stunning autumn forests over Sentinel Pass to Lake Louise. However, this hike is only suitable for experienced and sure-footed hikers with good endurance. With 1,000 meters of elevation gain and 22 kilometers in length, it's one of the more demanding hikes. From Sentinel Pass onward, we are the only ones continuing, allowing us to enjoy the raw wilderness all to ourselves. For sunrise, it's always worth making a detour to Vermilion Lakes. Above Banff lies Mount Norquay. From there, you can overlook the entire town. It's also great for hiking with many different trails and good opportunities to observe wildlife. These two bull elks show no interest in the rut. They were probably driven away by larger, older bulls and now simply spent their time grazing. Sometimes animals just cross the road, so always drive carefully. The next day we hike again near several lakes, still hoping to fulfill our dream of seeing a bull moose. Then, after a lot of patience, we hear a strange call in the distance, and indeed, far across the shore walks a bull moose. Suddenly, he is right in front of us. What a moment! A dream come true. After a few glances, he calmly moves on. Kananaskis, located just south of Banff, is a true natural paradise. There are countless opportunities to explore the beautiful landscape. Nature in Canada is simply unique, and the weather changes constantly. One day it's warm and sunny, and the next morning everything can look completely different. When fresh snow covers the landscape, everything looks like a fairy tale. The Rocky Mountains, with fresh snow glowing in the golden morning light, are simply magical. The Rocky Mountains stretch over 4,800 kilometers from British Columbia all the way to New Mexico. The highest mountain is Mount Elbert in Colorado, at 4,401 meters. However, this is not the highest mountain in Canada. That title belongs to Mount Logan at 5,959 meters. So we begin our hike through a magical winter landscape. Some streams are even frozen. Through the forests, we climb above the tree line. With every meter we ascend, the snow gets deeper. Our goal is the southern Willow Pass. The wind wipes across the ridge. But the view is breathtaking. that makes the warm fire in the evening especially welcome. The next day begins with an unforgettable encounter. A pair of Grizzly silblings greets us right in the middle of the road. Enjoy the impressions of these two beautiful bears. After separating from their mother, bear siblings often stay together for a few more years, until they reach sexual maturity at around 4 to 6 years old. Did you know that grizzlies in the far north can weigh up to 680 kilograms, making them much larger than their southern relatives, which weigh up to 200 kilograms. They can live up to 30 years. The easiest way to identify them is by the distinctive shoulder hump. With the Grizzlies, we also have to say goodbye. And the long journey back to Vancouver begins. Once we arrive, we experience a bit of a culture shock after 1 month of pure nature. But that's life. Even the most beautiful journey eventually comes to an end. What remains are the memories that will stay with us forever. Thank you so much for watching. It would mean a lot to us if you give us a like and subscribe to our channel. And let us know if you love Canada just as much as we do. And we see you in the next one.